everyone, here we are back in my Real Food Kitchen. This is Sarah, and I would like to show you how to make a delicious dish called Shakshouka, which is Northern African in origin, I believe. I hope I'm not ruffling any feathers by saying that. It is very popular in Israel, but I think it's actually that Northern African Jews brought it to Israel when they immigrated there in the 50s. The origin of the word is Arabic, so I'm going to go with Northern African. But anyway, now it's ubiquitous in the Middle East, and it's become popular here because of the popularity and proliferation of a number of Middle Eastern cookbooks and Israeli cookbooks. It's a super simple dish, and I love it because it's savory and satisfying and delicious, but it's very lean. So these are the ingredients that we need. We need to make a tomato sauce. We need eggs, and we need some cilantro for a garnish. And I'm also going to show you an option for filling a pita with this dish. So let me show you the ingredients that you'll need for the recipe, and then you can join me at the stovetop. Hi, so we're back at the stove, or we're at the stove, and I've taken one yellow onion and I've chopped it and sauteed it in olive oil just until they're golden brown like this. And then I'm going to take 4 cups of tomatoes. We don't need 4 cups of tomato really to make this recipe, but I'm making tomato sauce. Why not have some and have a little extra? So obviously this recipe that I'm preparing with you today, I'm using homemade tomato sauce. You could skip this step, I suppose, and buy some, already jarred tomato sauce. I won't judge you, but it's pretty easy to make on your own, so why not? I'm going to keep the tomato sauce pretty simple because the way I make tomato sauce for shakshuka is I make a simple tomato sauce and then I add my own harissa to it, because shakshuka is a very spicy tomato sauce. And I feel like, well, it's Northern African, so probably they make tomato sauce and add harissa to it. The other thing that I'm going to do, which is a little bit different, is I make my own roasted tomatoes, and I think that the smoky flavor of my roasted tomatoes makes for a really good shakshuka tomato sauce. So that's the only other thing that I'm doing that's kind of unique to me. And one of these days I'm going to show you how I roast tomatoes. There's a gazillion videos online for how to roast tomatoes already, but we all kind of do it a little bit differently, so I'll teach you that one of these days. And this is just the roasting sauce from the tomatoes. I'm going to add that, and we're going to let these flavors simmer together for, I don't know, about 15 minutes. And no, actually, I'm going to add the harissa, and then we're going to let it simmer for about 15 minutes. So this is going to make this pretty spicy, and that's what we want. Let's put one more in. And I'm just going to put this on about medium and let it simmer. And in 15 minutes we'll come back and I'll show you what's next. Oh, one thing that I forgot to tell you. I'm going to put a little salt. I'm going to put a little pepper. But remember, the harissa is already highly seasoned, so we don't need as much salt and pepper as you might normally put in a tomato sauce. But the thing that I forgot to tell you is that I have already preheated the oven to 375, because what we're eventually going to do is, when this is good and hot and the flavors have melded, we're going to carefully crack 4 eggs in here, and we're going to put the whole thing in our preheated oven and poach the eggs. So see you in a few minutes. Hi, so we're back. It's been about 10-15 minutes, and these two sauces, the tomato sauce and the harissa, have been simmering together. I tasted it. It's delicious. And so now we're going to turn the heat off here, and then I'm just going to carefully crack 4 eggs in here, and then we're going to move it to the oven, and they're going to poach inside the oven. Ooh, this is a big fat egg. Uh-oh. Got a little shell in there. Got it. All right, beautiful. So now I'm going to put this in the preheated oven at 375, and they're going to gently poach in there, and then I'll come back when they're done. Hi, so we're back. The eggs have poached in the tomato sauce in the oven. They look fabulous. So there are 2 different ways that you could serve this. One is simply to put some of the sauce that the eggs are cooked in into a bowl. Ooh, I could use a bigger spoon for this. Hang on a second. This is my favorite poaching spoon, which is just a large slotted spoon. So I'm trying to get it in there perfect without breaking the egg. And then I would put a couple pieces of cilantro. Cilantro is going to taste delicious with this because I made the sauce with harissa, which has coriander, of course being the seed version of cilantro. And then what I like to do is take a little spoonful of some Northern African spiced olives and put that in a plate, and that could be done. Or the other thing that you can do, Shakshouka, which means mixture, by the way, has become a popular thing to serve in Israel as a street food, in which case you open a piece of pita. We're lucky here in Minneapolis in that we have an excellent Middle Eastern deli here. And again, you carefully take an egg, and slip it inside, and you have, doesn't look like much from this perspective, but there's sauce and an egg in here, and you have a Middle Eastern, Northern African breakfast sandwich. All right, so those are your options. Sauce is so good, very aromatic. And again, what I love about it is nutritious, filling, and very low in fat. Make some for yourself, enjoy, and then let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. Bye. All right, hi, we're back. Start over.